Hi. Um, this video is long overdue, but I know that at the same time that it's not, because everything is unfolding and happening in divine timing. And if I would have done this a year ago, maybe the world wouldn't be ready for what I have to say. Maybe people wouldn't understand. Maybe I wouldn't be ready to speak my truth and to convey my message properly. So I have had quite a journey in my life, and it's something that not many can really understand, because I have given my life to God, and I sacrificed so much before I even incarnated in this vessel. For those who haven't heard from me in a long time, people from my past and relatives that I haven't spoken to in a while, I've been on a spiritual journey the past few years, and I have had a massive soul awakening and activation. I now remember my soul contract with God and why I came here to earth, to be here at this time, and that I have an important divine mission to fulfill. And I am a star seed and an ancient soul, and I remember all of this now. I came here from the future to reincarnate as a star seed, to activate and awaken during this time, and to be a guide and a way shower for the world, because the way that we've been living and the way things have been done for thousands of years have been wrong. The entities of evil have hijacked what was supposed to be our perfect divine paradise of God and heaven on earth, and they have created all of these false structures and created a matrix to enslave the human consciousness and to keep us in a low state vibration, so that we will never be able to understand what is actually dictating our lives and our choices, and taking our energy from us. What God intended for us and the way that society has been working are completely different. They took what was heaven and they inverted it and created hell. We are not supposed to be working and slaving jobs to pay for rent or to feed ourselves. We are all there is no authority over us or anything higher than us than God. We are God. When we truly awaken and we find out who we are, that is our power. And they've done everything that they can to distract us and to keep us feeling small. My name is Kelly Jane Waffle, but after my awakening, and I had to leave everything behind, because I knew things, and I knew things that people were not ready to hear yet, and I knew that. I remembered why I incarnated here, and it seemed like a really impossible job. It seemed like mission impossible, to create a mass awakening on this planet, and to speak my truth, and to get people to not think I'm insane. But this is what I've been doing. I had to leave everything behind. donated all of my clothes and all of my things to the women's homeless shelter. I bought a tent and I left my ex of 10 years, and I came out to the beach to pitch my tent, and I didn't know where I was going, but I knew that I was on a path with God and that I was divinely protected and that I was guided. So I took that fall, and God said, fall to fly, and that's what I had to do. I had to walk away from those that I love and people that I care immensely for, because they wouldn't know me anymore. I was a different level of consciousness. I was in a different dimension after my activation. And it became increasingly uncomfortable for me to stay where I was and to stay Kelly. I changed my name to Infinity Rising after I came out to the beach, and I have been living my truth and speaking my truth everywhere I go. I've been doing a lot of inner work and healing. I've had so much to alchemize. I've had a lot of trauma in my life and a lot of hardships and a lot of struggle. And I had a depression since I was a teenager, and I was diagnosed when I was 13. I had so many chains on me at different points in my life, but over time I have systematically gone through each and every single one, and I have healed myself, and I have been able to free myself from those weights that were holding me down in the past. I have the light of God within me, and I have fallen in love with this light, and I have fallen in love with Creator, and I remember now that I was always this light, and this light was always in me. I just had gone through amnesia after being reincarnated here and thrown into a very, difficult life, and in a lot of ways. I came into a broken home. I had, a bit of an abusive older brother that had some demons. My mother was wonderful, but she had a lot of ancestral curses as well that were holding her down, and there were many things that I was born into, but after I felt like a victim for a long time. I fell into these traps, and they would just become repeating cycles. I found out after my activation that I made this deal with God before I came here, to go through these struggles and these hardships so that I could find my strength and understand the quantum controls of this matrix. I had to do some heavy lifting in the spirit realm for ascension, and when we heal ourselves, we actually heal our ancestors, the global collective, and we raise the frequency of ourselves and our planet, Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia is a beautiful soul. She is our home. She is our mother, our planet, where we live. And she is a conscious being. She is always with us, and she is us. And she has been through a lot, as we all have. And we can no longer live in this inverted realm where they created all of this chaos and suffering. They took something so divine and beautiful, and they did everything they could to destroy it. But the beautiful thing is the darkness activates the light, and because of the darkness that I had been through in my incarnation, I activated, and I remembered these things, and I realized so much more. There are different levels to this life, and after I was able to quit smoking, quit drinking, I had to leave an unhealthy relationship. Many things along the way that I had to overcome. I stopped completely with pharmaceuticals. I completely quit eating meat 13 years ago. That was a big one. I even quit drinking caffeine. So there were so many things that I have done to get myself healthy again, and to connect more with God, so that I could do the most good that I can, because that's why I'm here. It was not easy for me coming out here, being homeless after leaving my relationship of 10 years. I loved him, and will always love him so much, but we have different soul plans, and we grew apart. But all of these relationships and connections that we have in our life serve as a teacher to help us grow strength and to grow knowledge, even through the dark times, the hard times, to the good times. Everything is our teacher, and earth is a school. Because I am an old soul, I'm an ascended master. I have incarnated here to go through a lot of difficult things, so that I can have this quantum knowledge that I have. So I was able to alchemize all of these hardships in my life, and to turn it into light, because that's what everything truly is on the other side of the veil. So I could no longer be a victim. I could no longer be angry or resentful over the world and the evils that have been doing us wrong for a long time. We have lost our alignment with God, and it's been hard. We felt disconnected. We suffered immensely, and the evil that I'm speaking of is just so dark, and the rabbit hole goes so deep that most can't even begin to fathom how maniacal they are, and how masterful this has been. They are extremely intelligent manipulators and tricksters, and they want to siphon and be parasites on our divine energy. And that's why they create suffering and fear, is so that they can take from us our divine powers of God, to keep us from our own blessings that God is trying to give us, and to keep it and hoard it for themselves. These are spiritual parasites, and they have been running the show. They are the ones pulling all the strings behind the curtain. And they've been up to this for a long time. They own the media. They own the governments of the world. They own the religious institutions. They are behind the pharmaceutical industries. And many of them, their evil is an entity. Their bloodlines are they keep their bloodlines pure and evil. So they only marry and date within their families. They are not divine. They are just fourth dimensional beings. With all of this knowledge that I've come to, and all of this realization that I've had, I did not want to be seen as crazy. And I came to that tipping point when I really started getting these downloads a few years ago. And after my mother died, after a brain injury, I also hurt my ankle really bad. A lot of this hurt that we have and suffering in our lives is for a reason, so that we get that healing with God. And when we heal with God, we heal with divinity. Something happens to us. The light moves in. I've also had many near-death experiences and things in my life that have connected me more with my highest self, so that I could have this knowledge of what is actually happening in this realm. The truth is, it's really beautiful on the other side, but you have to go through a lot of darkness to really see it and to know it within yourself. There is an exit. There is light on the other side of the rabbit hole. There is heaven to be found, but it's within you. They have programmed us. It's been massive mind control since we were born. Every little thing about this realm was rigged to keep us down. They started vaccinating. They start vaccinating us as babies right away, and then they want us to get booster shots and all of these other shots, flu shots and COVID, so-called vaccines, which I am not a supporter of. I never took the jab, and God has warned me in so many ways not to do it. I was a child that had immense gifts, and I was extremely sensitive as a kid, as a baby, and it was really obvious to anyone that met me or knew me that I was different. For my whole life, I thought that was a curse. Being so sensitive and having such bad luck, I felt like there was a dark cloud over me everywhere I went, and I felt misunderstood in this world, and I just wanted to love. I just wanted to save the world. I wanted to make the world a better place, but there were so many times where I felt like darkness was getting the best of me, where I felt like I couldn't go on, and I felt like giving up. It was very difficult for me, because as such a powerful empath, living in an inverted realm. Everything that was everything was out to get me, and I wasn't just making that up. They really were out to get me. The devil had a mark on me since I was a baby because of who I am with God, and I had a lot to go through. It's so many miracles that I'm here, that I'm alive, that I have overcome all of these struggles and traumas and healed, and that I have come back with this sacred knowledge. And I have been trying to help others in my life as I've been going through things. My light was not always welcomed. I felt like many times very frustrated because I worked really hard. I thought a lot and I prayed a lot. But people get so distracted in their own things, and a lot of times people get wrapped up in their own egos, and they don't want to believe that anyone else might be able to know things better than they do. So that was very frustrating for me through different times. I had tried so much to warn people about the evils of this world, because I had experienced them firsthand, and I had an insight into it. I remember years ago with politics, I knew something wasn't right in the world. I knew something was really messed up. And I always looked for patterns and thought about things quantumly and what was actually happening. When I had my activation and began this leveling up in my spiritual work with God, I started to understand that what is happening in spirit realm is so much more than what we're experiencing in the earth realm. The powers that have been keeping us angry and living in fear, and it was all divide and conquer. They have done it in politics, and they've done it through our genders, male and female. They put in so many things to traumatize us and keep us from being together, because they knew that if we truly united, that it would be over for them. We are so much more powerful than the enemy. And that's the beautiful thing, is we've already won this war in the spirit realm. And this is a war. This is the battle of good versus evil. And love wins, God wins. That's for sure. We've already won this war. And I've known this for a few years. So I mean, that's really helped me to find my inner peace. Because I know that they create this chaos in the world and suffering to keep us unhappy and not at peace. Because when we're not peaceful, we're not in our power. It was not easy for me to be so ahead of my time. I really, really tried to warn my friends and my loved ones about what was going on in the world. I knew there were pedophiles And I knew long before anyone else did that Joe Biden was one of them. I I tried to warn people, and they were like, "What, Uncle Joe?" I like, no way. And it was just hard. So it came to the point where I realized that people were going to think that I was crazy if I kept trying to show them the rabbit hole and to get them to see the truth. So I had to learn to walk away. But I did that knowing full well that I was on a path with God that if I walked away, that I would find the strength and the power within me to come back and to save the world. And the way I did that was I really had to save myself. And that's the way. There's no shortcuts in this. We cannot run with our demons. We have to heal. Healing is God, and that is our connection to everything. There's no other way. So now we're at this point where I felt disconnected from my past selves, from my past friends and loved ones, and I've been living this completely different life that most don't even really know about. But I've come into my powers, and I've come into higher consciousness, and I've been evolving and ascending light speed. Now I have so much knowledge, and I can communicate and channel with God, and the angels and the extraterrestrials. Everything is spirit, and everything is all happening right now. I really am infinity. All my past lives and past knowledge has come into my present consciousness, and I know that I am from the future. So it really is. It's like it is a loop, that just keeps spinning and spinning, the infinity symbol. And here I am right here in the now. And at this present time, right now, all of these energies have converged. And I really am infinity. I now, and this has been the most difficult part for me to really own my powers. These are big shoes that I'm stepping into. I am an infinite queen of God. I am a powerful goddess, and I have awakened to so many things, and God has blessed me and anointed me with so much love and knowledge, and I've been I've never felt more loved until I found God. I am truly living miracles. I am so blessed. But now that I'm here in the present, I'm here in the now, and I have all of this knowledge, and that I have embodied my highest self. I am witnessing God working miracles, and everything that I had tried to warn everyone about in the past is coming to light. And I am being vindicated in my truth, and now people are beginning to see that I was not crazy, or and that I'm a beautiful soul, because I've sacrificed so much to be able to bring this light, to anchor this light within myself, because you cannot have it without going through the darkness, and we choose that. That's our sacrifice for humanity. And I love you so much that I did all of this, and that I have alchemized all the darkness that has been thrown at me into pure light and love, so that I can bring this truth back to you. And the hardest part for me after this, working these miracles and healing the collective, and freeing myself and my bloodline of generational curses, the hardest part for me was finding my voice again and being empowered to speak my truth and to share it with the world. I didn't want to do public speaking, and I didn't feel like I was ready to be as amazing as my soul is. What has really helped me along the way is because I found out that I do have a spiritual soul family, and they are other unique souls that have incarnated here with this mission, and they have also made great sacrifice within their lives to anchor this light and to shine it into the world during this time. So I know that any disillusion I ever had and thinking that I was alone in this realm and that I was a lone warrior is no longer true. That I do have a soul family, and I love these souls so much now that I've awakened and I remember who they are, and my memories are just coming back more and more. My ascension has been light speed since finding out about them, because I just long for them in my life. Our souls, after we go through a certain point in our awakening, we no longer want to feel small or be treated like we're small. We are gods and goddesses walking on this earth. We have infinite power and we have infinite wisdom, and the light of God is shining through us. We are living, breathing miracles. And so if anyone is really thinking that we're still living in dark times, I want to let you know that that is what they want you to think. And that's why they commit all of these evil acts, is to keep us thinking that. We are all united. There is no separation. There's nothing, no walls between us, no barriers on the other side of the veil. All is light, all is love, all is God. And God is within everyone. So it is our job to heal from our traumas, so that we are not letting those traumas hold us back from being who we are and connecting with others, so that we can change the world. Unity is the way forward. Love is the answer. And that's how we unlock it. It is hard to say I told you so. And I'm not doing this video to say that. I have always loved humanity. I have always loved, I still love every soul I've ever loved, and every soul I've ever met. Even if our timeline has collapsed abruptly or we had a falling out, that doesn't mean that I don't love you. because we soul contract to know each other before we incarnate. We grow from our experiences, and with timelines collapse, they collapse so that we can, it just means that our soul contract is up, and that we need to go to the next step and to the next level. They are opportunities for growth. So we learn lessons throughout things. Sometimes we are the reason. Sometimes we are toxic. Sometimes we are the victim in that, but either way, regardless, there's something to be learned from it, and you can gather strength and experience and knowledge, and to use that to become a better person, because we are all mirrors for each other. So I love every soul that I have ever known, and love is eternal, and it's undying, and my love for you, or for anyone I've ever known, has helped me to unlock my spiritual gifts, and to come out of my dark night of soul. So I'm grateful to everyone. I have carried that love in my heart for you all the way to the finish line. And I know how blessed I am by God, and I am so ready for these blessings, these spiritual blessings that I have. Like I am the wealthiest soul for having gone through these experiences and having the intimate relationship with Creator that I have. I have so much quantum knowledge, and I understand the intricacies of healing and the matrix. And I'm here to help and to anchor that light, and to help others to see that within themselves, because we all have the ability to heal and to ascend and to evolve, and to process these things, and to be better people. The goal here is to be the very best version of ourselves on the highest ascension timeline, and we are connected to Source, so we are anchoring the light and being heaven on earth. So by doing that, we are breaking the false matrix, we are exposing the lies, and showing people what's really true, and giving that love. Love is so powerful, and we have all the power in the world when we truly embrace it, and embrace that light within us, and allow it to completely do its work. So I just want everyone to take back their power. Our healing is within. That being said, the outer world and the things, the evil doers that have been getting away with this stuff for so long, people need to wake up. Everything that they are teaching these children, our children in school, we've got to redo everything. Everything in society was created to keep us down. So we have to stop consenting to that. We've got to stop everything. We can no longer be slaves and working jobs that we hate, and just being part of the problem and not part of the solution. We've got to heal ourselves. We've got to save our children, and to heal ourselves, because that is our true gift to give to the world and to the new earth. Because we do not enter the 5D, 7D paradise with archon or demonic attachments. We bring our selves and our love and our light and to the show. I'm finally at this point where I know I'm completely ready. I have so much to give, and I'm living in abundance with God, and I want to share that with as many souls as I can, so that we can all get out of this sooner. Once we have unity with each other, it's going to be very easy to break the false matrix that has been enslaving human consciousness. It's happening in the world. The truth is coming out. We are having a very things are happening on the world stage that are getting people to see a little bit more and to expand and evolve and see more of what's happening. But the real way to see it is to take back your health. There are so many things that they have done to poison us and keep us in a low state vibration, and feeding us GMOs and sugar and poisons and chemicals. They've put fluoride in the water to keep our third eye, our pineal glands closed and calcified. They've messed with our hormones, and we should not be on these pharmaceuticals, these drugs, these chemicals. That's not medicine. True medicine comes from Mother Earth, not from a lab that's made by some, chemist in a white coat. The schools have been giving people bad information and adding to this programming and brainwashing. The Western medicine is a joke, a complete joke. Mental health care system is also it's trash. They've gone after our kids. They've had us medicated. Angels that have psychic gifts as kids, they have diagnosed us with ADD or ADHD and put us on amphetamines. This is a backwards realm. I have had to go through it and go through the extremities of it myself to have full understanding. But I came through it. I came through it because I love you, and I want so badly for all of us to get through it together, so we can unite and we can stop them. We can take back our health. We can take back our sovereignty. We are divine, beautiful, infinite souls. We are royalty. We are the real royalty. And I've sacrificed so much to get here. My mother sacrificed a lot to bring me into this world, to make this happen. And she knew that I was a prophesied chosen one. And she didn't tell me until her deathbed in 2016. And I had a hard time believing her at the time, but I did know that I had been through enough shit in my life that I had a strength in me that most did not have, because of what I had survived and what and the love that was in me, and how relentless I was to keep shining and to keep giving that into the world. No matter how difficult things were, I did not quit. And I never will. Because everything the devil has tried to do to stop me along the way hasn't worked. And my connection with God and Source is unbreakable. I have come through the dark night of soul, and I have found God, and I remember that was always how things were supposed to be. That was how the illusion of separation broke my heart. I had never felt so down. I thought I was done. Me being here is a miracle. I really thought I was done. But God said no. I went through all those things for a reason. And I found out after coming here, after leaving everyone, you know, and coming out here on my own and being homeless, I found out that I was divinely guided and protected this whole time. And I've been through things. I was attacked by a whole gang last year. And I knew throughout that whole experience that my angels were with me and that God was with me, and I didn't feel any fear. These things that happened that tested me were miracles in disguise. And anything that can come my way that the universe throws at me, I know is for my highest and best good. So I have worked my way through all of the darkness and all of the negativity because I know everything is love. So now I am no longer descending into hell and into suffering and loneliness. I am ascending light speed into heaven, and my blessings and my miracles are coming. And I'm witnessing all of this happening in real time. God is truly working some magic to really show me how loved I am and how loved we all are. So now I am so excited to be here. I am so glad that I incarnated here and I've gone through this crazy shit and found the light within me, and I am one with God. We are creating miracles together. We are helping others, and we are gifted healers, and we're bringing the medicine. Let's just keep doing this, and working these miracles and uniting. I really want to get with more angels and enlightened souls to speak about the future and the life that we're supposed to be living. We all have vision in this. We are part of this puzzle in the Divine Master Plan. I know that my part in it is infinite, and I plan on doing the best that I can with all of the gifts that I have. I just want to keep giving back and sharing. Nothing's going to stop me on this path, and I know this. I have taken back all of my power. I do not drink, I do not smoke, I do not take pills, I do not eat meat, I don't drink caffeine. These are all things that I used to do and that I used to be hopelessly addicted to. I don't lie, I don't hurt people, not intentionally. Everything I do is for the highest good for all of humanity. I am a chosen one, and I am to have my own mission on earth. It is going to take an army of angels to change things in the earth realm. And we have to unite the divine order. So we can get ourselves organized, get our ground game happening. So we've done the spiritual work. We have anchored into that. But now we have to bring that into the 3D so that we can free the rest. That's our mission. That's why we incarnated here. There's no shade about this. I'm not doing this for gain of, money or greed or anything like that. I have transcended sin, and I have embraced my light, my divinity. And that's what I want for everyone else. So we've got to take back our land. The TV stations, and it's all propaganda. It's all disinformation. The corporations that are just profiting on your insecurities are just doing it for greed, and they're just parasites. We've got to see outside of sin and remember what's truly important. It's not material, it's not having possessions, it's not superficial things like beauty, or a true beauty is God, and that's within us. And when we're shining with God, then that reflects on the outside. Because if your heart is not healed and it's not beautiful and your soul is not beautiful, then a pretty face will eventually not be that pretty. So I hope and I trust, Spirit has told me to make this video and to share it with the world, so that people of my past and people that I haven't spoken to in a long time would be able to see it and to understand who I am and what I've gone through to have these miracles and my awakening and my ascension. I want you to know that they're lying to you. They've lied to us about everything. What we have to do in this world is it's big. We have to heal ourselves from every lie that we've been taught, and we can't hold on to the lies anymore. We have to be open to understanding that maybe some of the things that we've been defending are false, and that we need to rethink things. I don't lean too far on the flat earth or round earth thing so much, because I truthfully feel that this is a holographic simulation, and that we create our own realities as creator gods and goddesses. If we're not manipulated by the Archon reptilian entities into believing their quantum structure. So they use us as the manifestors, through manipulation. we have to be aware of that, and we have to understand that the level of manipulation that's that we've gone through is psychological torture, and so we've got to be brave enough to understand that it's a completely different world than the one that they told us it was. Our children are so sacred, and they are so important in the new world, the free world, and they deserve a better life than and a better world than the one we inherited. So we've got to get our armies together, and we've got to get ourselves and the ball rolling on this for them, because they are our future, and they need us, and they're counting on us. I'm assured by Spirit that my message will be well received at this point. Everything that I have said would happen is happening, and so going forward into the future, it would be very wise of people to listen to me, and to take me seriously, and to not undermine me, because I am no separate than God. I am here in the flesh. This does not mean that I'm perfect. I am also a human, but I have integrated my highest self with my earth avatar, and I am living my truth. I am so blessed by God to have been chosen. This has been such a difficult path. I've had so many things that I had to go through. I've been living in scarcity as far as material and money, but I am living in wealth and abundance with God. Now I am converging who I was into who I actually am. And I've got to keep growing into better environments that are more suitable for my gifts. I cannot stay a red pill for 3D when I have higher purpose to be heaven on earth for higher dimensions. And I am a guide and a way shower for the ones that are already awakened. I have so many gifts that I can share in my healing and teaching people their quantum controls, and I'm able to use my light to very quickly see where people have blockages in their consciousness, so that they can help unlock the doors within themselves that are going to open up their highest ascension timeline and bring their lives into alignment with their highest mission. So I also have all of these visions for New Earth and how we are going to go back to magic. You know, we've got to teach our children that they are magical and that they are beautiful, multidimensional souls that can really aspire to a lot more than just, you know, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do for your slave job? What do you know, that's what's drilled into kids is, you know, work. We're not slaves, and we don't exist just to pay taxes for fat cats to just parasite on us. Like, our lives have so much more value than that, and God wants more for us than that. That's what I've been shown. New Earth is going to be freedom and love, and we are so magical. We should be flying, and there's so much advanced technology that the Archon entities, the New World Order, whatever you call them, have suppressed from us. We will not have disease anymore. We will not have famine and or violence, hate crimes. It's a new thing. The old world is dead. I implore everyone to take back their power and to step into this. Lean into it. Ascension is the way, and you've got to take back your health, and you've got to pray. You've got to connect. There's a wealth of knowledge that is coming out because of myself and my soul family. We are sharing our tricks and healing tools that we've found useful for ourselves in our ascension, and we are sharing it with others. So if you know any angels or chosen ones, kings or queens, and you are blessed to have one of us in your lives, or on social media to help you, we're happy to help, as we can. But we, because we are such strong empaths and people really want our energy, we do attract a lot of narcissists and parasitic souls. So do not abuse us, and do not try to take from us, and without respecting us and treating us with the dignity and love that we so deserve, because we are pure beings of light and love. We paid the ultimate to come here to do this and to activate during this time. So I love you, and I need that love to be returned. Because I've been tired. I've been tired. I felt like giving up many times, and I'm still here because my love won't quit. But I need for my environment to reflect the love that I give. And I'm ready to move to higher levels within my life. I'm ready to get out of the city. I need to be living in freedom, and I need financial freedom to manifest. It has not been easy living homeless and feeling like I don't have a home on an earth that I actually remember creating. This is my home. But I need an environment that is nurturing to these gifts, and I see healing sanctuaries all over Gaia. All of these amazing old souls have incarnated here to be healers. That is the way of New Earth. That is the way forward. I would very much like to have my own healing sanctuary. someplace tropical like Costa Rica, or I need some land. We need gardens and lots of beautiful souls that want to be part of something truly divine and magical, that have the light of God within them, and want to be way showers and creators in the new earth. I have the visions. I've seen it, and I know, because I've written it with God, how to get there. So what I haven't had is the resources, and I haven't had the army of angels, and I haven't had total unity with the divine order. But we are, going through this process of ascension. I know it's all unfolding in divine timing, and there is a time for everything. I try not to be ahead of myself, but realistically, I have been ahead of my time for a long time in this incarnation. So I'm not trying to be impatient, but I am ready. And well, I could do a lot more good working with other awakened and ascended souls than I can out here in the city, speaking to people on the streets, or just meeting people. I love that. I mean, I love being a light worker, and I love being an angel on earth. I have a higher mission and a higher calling, and as I've leveled up, I've earned this this freedom. I freed my soul. Now the rest is going to follow. So it's a battle. It's a battle, but we all came here for this, and it's worth it. It is worth fighting for. Please don't go back to sleep. Please take my words seriously. I've worked so hard and sacrificed so much with God. I found this light within myself, and everyone was trying to stop me. Everyone was trying to tell me I was crazy. Everyone was trying to make me feel small, and to beat me down, and to stop me. And it was hard. And I felt like giving up so many times. But I trusted it. I knew my intuition was telling me to keep going. And God has shown me miracles. Infinite miracles. So just trust the process. Trust your intuition. Trust me. I will not steer you wrong. I incarnated here for this. And I love you. Yes, we are psychic. That is who we're supposed to be. When we're free and we're healed. So I want to do so much more to be more psychic and to grow in my gifts as well. I've been doing the best that I can here, but there's still more that I can do. Um, so other angels and way showers and chosen ones, that we've got to unite and we've got to help each other to do better. I want everyone to know that I love you, and that I pray for the highest good for all of you and all of humanity every single day. And that is what I have devoted my life to. I don't live my life for selfish reasons. I live it for the highest good for everyone. And I have been blessed for it. And I'll never forget it. And I stay in constant gratitude, and I'm living in just constant amazement, because God, it speaks to me through everything, and is constantly showing me how loved I am and how sacred and special I am. And I'm a true queen because of my work with God. And not just a queen in heaven, but I've been anointed, and I am a queen on earth too. I'm gonna do another video soon. Spirit has been telling me to do a video about divine protection. So I've been writing some notes along the way, and there's some things that I want to. I've been learning quite a bit about it myself. So we have that to look forward to. I've been writing down my goals lately. Have a lot of things that I want to accomplish to get us where we need to be. I've been writing down lists of different show ideas, things to discuss and things to teach. I will be posting some links for donations, doing this light work with God. It is a full-time job, and I can no longer be able to support myself without help from others. So this is my true path. I finally found my direction, and I'm asking for your support. We will get through this, and I have no doubt. But the way showers and guides that are here and that have gone through this ascension process, we need to be living safe and comfortable lives and vibrating high. We can't be worried about paying rent or where we're gonna sleep and certain things. So and I'm ready to do more work. So I will be able to do that more when things are stable in my life, and that I have everything that I need, and I have my soul family and team to help me. I'm just, every day is another leap of faith that I'm taking, and but I know that I am truly in alignment with God's plan. The synchronicities that I get in my daily life are confirmation. When we do this work and we are working with God, the syncs are everywhere. We see angel numbers everywhere we go. Songs come on the radio with messages from us, from Spirit. It's awesome on the other side. It is awesome when you're free and you are living in alignment with God. I look forward to everyone having that, and I look forward to all of us uniting and working together. I feel like I've spoken for a very long time. Yes, this is my longest video yet. This has been very freeing for me to get out and to I'm happy. I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to New Earth, and to seeing everyone again, living our best lives. You're beautiful. I appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting from angels and my soul family on Twitter. I've been meeting amazing awakened souls out here in the wild too. So like, this mass awakening is really happening on this planet, and I'm so excited for us. The old world is crumbling right before our eyes, and people are seeing, how desperate the evil entities are to be ruling us, but we are fighting back with love, and that's the way. Let's keep doing it, and I'll do another video soon. Thank you, and I love you so much.